Those that were killed in the Woman Life Freedom revolutionary movement, their lives will not be in vain if we succeed in freeing our country. And I think we need to push forward and continue that good fight.
People have power. And once people see through that, the spell breaks. That's incredibly threatening to authoritarian systems.
This regime and other authoritarian regimes all are afraid of people power. They know that it only takes 3.5% of a population to rise up simultaneously for their government to be toppled.
How do you bring people together without erasing differences?
I'm curious to hear what you think are some of the blocks.
A bigger part of the problem for me feels like intentional fragmentation, keeping people divided so they never realize their collective strength.
Iranian people want a change. They don't just want reform. They want a complete toppling of this regime.
What are oppressive systems most afraid of people understanding?
Those on the left had aligned with Khomeini and had caused this revolution that has spiraled our country back into the Middle Ages.
Human rights activist, author, global speaker, and someone who has used her public platform not for comfort, but for responsibility.
When I think of Iranian people with so much brain power and education and access to resources, I can see so much potential for that country.
People feel outrage. Very few people act. What crossed that line for you? Were you staying silent? Was no longer an option?
I really believe in the Iranian people and making the right decisions. If only they're given the opportunity to turn this regime around and they are able to manage the country with a true democratic system.
Such an important distinction. Courage didn't come from confidence, it came from conviction.
Freedom for me means having the capabilities to fulfill your greatest potential as a human being, having access to what really, truly you have value in life, which is love and community and family and service and freedom of religion.
Unity without uniformity. Why do you think unity is so hard, even when the truth seems obvious?
So many women in Iran right now are going out on the street without hijab. That's because the Iranian women have been so strong and they've pushed for this. It's not because the Islamic regime has eased on these laws.
Once you see humanity pushed to that edge, you don't return to simple answers.
Listing the IRGC on the terrorist list, this is something we fought for many, many years. And just finally, recently, last year in Canada, they were listed. Now we have to push for the enforcement part of things. Australia just listed the IRGC on the terrorist list. There's still a lot of pushing in the UK, France, Germany, and the whole European Union to go ahead. They haven't, despite the fact that this is the biggest state sponsor of terrorism in the world.
What disappoints you most when you look at the global response to Iran over the past 2 decades?
I learned the hard way by seeing the scars on my father's back at a young age when I had found out that he was tortured and almost executed by the regime, and that's why we fled the country.
Most dangerous part is how familiar those lies start to sound. Why do lies work so well, even when reality is visibly painful?
I feel like there's so much fragmentation that our community and our political differences are getting in the way of working together to advance our common cause. Those moments have been the most difficult. And I know the regime and their cyber army amplify a lot of this.
You mentioned Nazanin Afshin-Jam, and I read, Amnesty International report that clearly mentions your effort saved her life.
Many governments hesitate to take hold of our hands and are still kind of clasping to the hands of the regime because they fear there is no plan afterward. They fear chaos, they fear instability, and they would rather make deals with the devil they know than the devil they don't know. But if we, as a people, were coordinated enough, smart enough to understand that that we need to unite, at least transitionally, then we have everything that it takes to get to that next stage.
Conversations like this don't give easy answers, and they're not meant to. They remind us that freedom isn't loud, it's lived.
God has played a very strong role in my life from the time I was little, and that's who I always come back to.